Costco sells a hot dog and a soda for $1.50, the exact same price it charged back in 1985. They lose money on it on purpose, and they will fight you to keep it that cheap. Costco also sells a whole rotisserie chicken for $4.99. They lose money on that one too. In fact, they were so determined to keep losing money on it that they spent hundreds of millions of dollars building their own chicken plant just to stop the price from ever going up. It sounds like a company being run by lunatics. It is not. It is one of the smartest businesses on the entire planet because Costco figured out something almost no other store understands. The stuff on the shelves is not how they make money. Selling you cheap stuff is just the bait. The real business is something else entirely. And once you see it, you're going to realize that you have been the product the whole time. Well, let me show you the machine. Start with a simple question. When a normal store sells you something, how much do they mark it up? At a typical retailer, the markup might be 25%, 40%, sometimes 50 or more. That gap between what they paid and what you pay is the entire point. It's how they survive. Costco refuses to play that game. Costco has a hard internal rule. It will almost never mark up a product more than about 14 or 15% ever. Even when they know they could charge more and that you would happily pay it, they will not. If a buyer finds a way to sell something cheaper, the price drops. There are stories of executives getting absolutely grilled for trying to push a markup too high. Think about how strange that is. Most companies wake up every morning asking, how do we charge more? Costco wakes up every morning asking, how do we charge less? And here's what that does to their profits. Costco's gross margin, the money left over after paying for the goods, sits at around 11%. A normal retailer is often double that or more. Then, after Costco pays its workers, its rent, its electricity, all the costs of running these enormous warehouses, the profit it actually makes on all those billions of dollars of merchandise is almost nothing, razor thin. On the products themselves, Costco is basically running at break even. So if they barely make a dime on the mountains of stuff they sell, then how is Costco one of the most profitable retailers in the world? How did a company become worth hundreds of billions of dollars selling 40-pound bags of rice at cost? Here's the trick. Here is the whole secret. You paid them before you ever picked up a single item. The membership card. That little fee you hand over just to walk in the door, $65 for a basic membership, $130 for the executive tier. That fee is the business. That is where the profit actually lives. Let me give you the numbers because they are genuinely stunning. In a recent year, Costco brought in around $270 billion selling merchandise. And from all that, all those sales, all those warehouses, all that effort, the company's total profit was about $8 billion. Now here's the kicker. The membership fees alone brought in over $5 billion. Almost pure profit. No shelves to restock, no chicken to roast, just a fee for the right to come inside. Sit with that for a second. The membership fees, all by themselves, make up the majority of Costco's entire profit, which means the other part, the actual selling of food and televisions and patio furniture, the thing you think of as Costco's whole business, barely makes money at all. The products are not the product, the membership is the product. The warehouse full of cheap stuff is just the most convincing sales pitch ever built, designed to get you to buy that membership and more importantly, to renew it next year. And now the whole thing flips inside out. Because once you understand that the membership is the real product, every weird thing Costco does suddenly makes perfect sense. Why does Costco sell everything so cheap? It's not generosity. The cheaper they sell, the more insane the value of your membership feels, and the more certain you are to hand over that fee again next year. Low prices are not Costco being nice to you. Low prices are how Costco protects its actual source of money, which is you, coming back. And it works almost unbelievably well. About 90% of Costco members renew their membership every single year. 90%. There's almost no other business on earth with that kind of loyalty. People do not just renew Costco. People are basically married to Costco. Now let's go back to that hot dog and that chicken, because now you understand why Costco is so weirdly aggressive about keeping them cheap. The $1.50 hot dog is not a snack. It is a promise. The price has not moved in 40 years, even as the cost of nearly everything else on earth has climbed. The legend goes that when an executive once suggested raising the price, the founder told him to his face, "If you raise the price of the hot dog, I will kill you." He was joking, kind of. Because that hot dog is not there to make money. It is there to make you feel deep in your gut that Costco will always look out for you. And that feeling is worth far more than the few cents they lose on the bun. The $4.99 chicken is the same idea, but sneakier. Costco sells tens of millions of these birds a year at a price so low they reportedly lose money on every single one. So why do it? 2 reasons. First, like the hot dog, it screams value. And second, look where they put it. The rotisserie chicken is almost always at the very back of the store. To get your chicken, you have to walk past the televisions, past the clothes, the giant tubs of cashews, and the thing you did not know you needed until you saw it. Costco will happily lose $2 on a chicken if it means you toss a $60 jacket into the cart on your way to grab it. And the entire store is designed around this. Costco only carries about 4,000 different products. A normal supermarket carries 30,000 or more. That sounds like a downside, fewer choices. It's actually a weapon. Carrying fewer products means Costco buys each one in staggering quantities, which drives the price down even further, which makes your membership feel even more valuable. It also creates that famous treasure hunt feeling. You never quite know what will be there, so you keep wandering. You keep grabbing things you never planned to buy. There are no big signs hanging over the aisles telling you where things are. That is on purpose. They want you to wander. They hand out free samples which make you hungry and happy and a little more willing to buy. And if you have that executive membership, the one that gives you 2% back, now you have a reason to spend even more because every dollar earns a little reward, which makes spending more feel like saving. You're not getting your membership back, you're giving them a reason to keep you forever. So let's pull all the way back and look at the whole machine. You walk in feeling like the smartest shopper alive. Cheap gas in the parking lot, $1.50 hot dog, $5 chicken, bulk prices that make every other store look like a robbery. You feel like you're beating the system. But the system was never the prices. You handed Costco its profit the moment you paid at the door, before you touched a single product. Everything inside, the rock bottom prices, the cheap chicken, the eternal hot dog, none of it is built to make money. It is all built to do exactly one thing, to make absolutely sure that next year, without a second thought, you pay that fee again. You did not find a loophole in Costco. You are the loophole. The cheap stuff was never the deal. You were the deal. And that is what makes Costco brilliant instead of just cheap. Almost every other store tries to win by squeezing a little more out of every little thing it sells. Costco does the exact opposite. It gives nearly all of that away on purpose and quietly makes its money on one small, boring, automatically renewing fee that you forgot you were even paying. Costco turned your loyalty into the product itself. So the next time you're standing in that warehouse, holding your $1.50 hot dog, feeling like you got away with something, just remember, you did not beat Costco. You joined it. I still can't draw, but now you get it.